Hello, LinkedIn, and welcome to our weekly happy hour. I hope that you all had a productive week. We all deserve a moment of celebration, no matter how small or big our achievements are. The moment is here, another end of week happy hour with a new virtual experience. That's how the idea of Friday Happy Hour live on LinkedIn was born. It has been 4 months since we started to connect with peers, to motivate each other, and to maintain this fun ritual. For those joining us for the first time today, let me tell you a little bit about With Locals for Teams. It is a platform that connects teams and cultures by providing highly engaging and interactive virtual experiences to keep employees connected, engaged, and productive. With a combination of cutting edge technology and a rich network of passionate hosts from all around the world, we provide a rich diversity of experiences designed for different purposes. Working remotely has its pros and cons, yet many companies are still navigating through new methods to cultivate their cultures. Whether you aim to maintain your team's bond and connection, to offer them ways to chill out and have fun, charging their energy and caring for their wellness, or simply keep on inspiring and motivating them, our experiences meet all expectations. As was promised, today's experience and all experiences during the month of March are dedicated to celebrating Women's History Month. Women's History is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture, and society. It's a chance to complement all the diversity and inclusion corporate efforts in different domains, which makes me wonder how our audiences today are celebrating Women's History Month at work. You can scan the bar on the screen to let us know. So I'm going to be asking you one first question to our audience, and it's that: how are you celebrating Women's History Month at work? You have three options: support a women's nonprofit, host an event to celebrate women, and support women-owned businesses. Um, so in the spirit of Women's History Month, we invited Colombia to share her success story in a man-dominated industry. We are talking about Elizabeth. She owns a coffee farm in Colombia. She will tell you all about her journey, the obstacles she faced, and the success she achieved. Not only that, she will be hands-on in her farm, showing you her coffee trees and talking about how to harvest specific cherries. You will also meet her goat, Lupita, and she will tell you all about how what goats have to do with coffee. But let's start by welcoming Elizabeth. So there she is. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Veronica? How is everybody from LinkedIn? Welcome to the happy hour.
Okay. So, how are we going to start this experience today, this happy hour? How are we going to celebrate?
I want to celebrate with you the Women's Month by introducing you to this beautiful land where I live, which is Colombia. This is our farm, uh-huh, and our altitude right here is 6,500 feet above sea level. Our weather all year around is between 21 to 24 Celsius. And here you can see a typical coffee farm. This is how Colombian coffee farms look like. And this is how, let me turn around my camera. And this is going to be my co host, Lupita. She is going to be showing us today
Oh, how cute.
all about the coffee. Lupita, ven.
What, what does she eat? What are you giving her?
I'm giving her banana leaves. The goats will eat everything, your clothes, your shoes. But this goat, She's vegan. She's only going to eat or banana
Okay.
leaves or the grass or the coffee cherries. Mhm.
And why is she there? Is she your pet, or
Okay.
why is she there in your coffee farm?
I invited her today because she's also a woman. And we are
Good.
celebrating Women's Month. And also because the goats discovered the coffee many centuries ago. This is the coffee cherry. And the coffee cherry is very sweet. And she
Is
loved
that?
eating that. And actually, this is why she comes here because the goats discovered the coffee in Africa. There was a goat shepherd who noticed his goats were going crazy and having all this energy, and he followed them and he noticed this is because they were eating all the cherries of this unknown tree. Okay.
So the coffee originally comes from Africa, not from America.
Yes, the coffee comes from Africa. Mhm.
Okay. All
And
right.
I will tell you a little bit about myself. We have been growing coffee for 5 generations in my family, and in the last generation, which is me and my husband and his brothers, I am the only one that is pursuing the growing of coffee. And I think it's very rewarding for me because coffee it's a very interesting product. Everybody needs coffee, and the coffee trees are very loyal. Once you take care of them, they will take care of you. And I am very happy to work with coffee as a woman. It's a job that can be done for men and women. It's very easy, but it's not typical for a woman to do and also for a young woman to do either. The average
Why
age,
why not? Why not? Why aren't women? Why is this job not typical for women or hasn't been?
I think, is very typical in all agriculture. Uh-huh. In all the farms, it's usually a men's job. And in Colombia, the average age of a coffee grower is 55 years old. So also it's not very common to see a young woman dedicating to coffee. Mhm.
Ah, all right. Oh, Lupita is full, so she remained behind you.
She's not full. She's never
She's
full.
never full. How old is she?
She was born in March, actually, when the pandemic started. She arrived and she's been with us for that long. I want
Oh,
to show you some of our coffee trees and so that
oh,
people can experience how it is to produce coffee, how it is to harvest the coffee, and so they can see exactly why is Colombian coffee so popular. Okay,
I wonder.
let me turn around the camera so you can see some of
So
our coffee trees.
the trees are near your farm,
Yes, they are
just a
here.
few meters away.
So you can see here, this is a coffee called Arabica. This is the variety. And you can see here some green cherries, some are yellow, and some are red. We are only going to pick the red cherries. This means they are ripe.
Right.
Okay, if they are green, they are not going to be ripe. Okay, so we are going to pick only the red cherries, and this job is done by hand. Okay, everything that we do in Colombia concerning the coffee is done by hand.
So
Okay.
it's an easy job, but it's hard work at the same time because
Yes, yes. We have to
mm,
go in a very steep mountain. So you can see in front of me is like a wall of trees. Colombia is full of mountains. So we are going to, hi, hello to Lupita. Okay. We are going
there's
to,
Huda here who's saying, "Hey, Lupita, she's a star."
I know, like
Yeah.
I walk away from her and the attention is gone. No, no, no. But look, you can see the little beans. They will become yellow, then become red. The process from this to this red is going to take 9 months. So you need to be very patient as well. And then you need to have a very fit because you are going to go in the very steep mountain, not be afraid of the spiders or the ants, looking for
Ugh,
red cherries.
I don't think I would be fit for that job then. Even if it's easy to pick the cherries, spiders.
So these are a few cherries that we pick. Okay.
Okay. So it takes 9 months, just like a human baby.
Just like a human baby. Yes. So this job of picking coffee is done by men and women, but it's mostly men. And usually they get hired in the coffee picking season. So they come to the farm, and when it's the high season of coffee, which will be May and November, they will stay in our farm and they will help us to pick coffee when it's the season, and they go to another farm and to another farm and another farm. This is just the coffee picking. But here we do everything because when it's not time for coffee, we need to take care of the coffee plants. As you can see in Colombia, everything is green, everything
Yeah,
grows.
I can
But
see
see,
that.
not only coffee grows, among the coffee, there are other plants that grow. So we need to clean around the coffee very often. Otherwise, all these other plants are going to take out a lot of the nutrients of the soil that we want. Okay.
Okay. All
Look.
right. Wow, that's a
This,
lot. How much coffee
yes.
do we get from all those cherries?
Okay. To have a cup of coffee, you need 50 cherries. Okay.
50.
Yes.
50 cherries, one cup of
50 cherries.
coffee.
Uh-huh. And
Wow, that's a lot.
this little basket has a strap. Uh-huh. And this basket, we put it around our waist. So that way we are hands free to picking all the red cherries, putting them in our basket. So we are in the very steep mountain with our basket in our waist, picking coffee, listening to reggaeton. eh. So we are very happy, you know. I'm going to show
Here
you
is
very
Huda. Sorry, sorry, Elizabeth. Here is Huda again, being scared by spiders, just like me. And she's asking if there are big ones.
Yes,
Yes?
but see, when you live in the nature, you are used to living with them. You don't kill
Okay.
them. You don't kill
You
them. You
don't
don't
kill
kill
them.
an ant. No, no, no.
You just have to get
You
used to
make
them.
friends with them. You need to make friends
Listen,
with them.
Elizabeth, speaking about how much beans, how much cherries you need, I wonder, and I ask our audience, our second question, how many kilograms can a coffee picker get in one day using those baskets? So I have three options. 50 days, 50 kilograms, sorry, 75 or 100. Let's see what our audience thinks
Okay. In
about
the
that.
meantime, I'm going to show you how we are going to separate the cherry from the bean. So I'm going to use this funnel. I'm going to move the wheel, and here is coming out only beans.
Huh,
So this is the bean that is the coffee, okay? This is the bean that we are going to roast. Uh-huh.
okay.
And this is inside the cherry. And we are going to dry it. We are going to roast it. We are going to peel it. So this is just the first stage of the process of the coffee. Picking, the pulping the cherry from the bean, and then we are going to dry the coffee.
Right. Okay. Well, we
Okay.
have 5 minutes left for you to show us whatever else you want to show us about the process
Yes.
and about your
Okay.
beautiful farm.
So remember, after we peel, okay, we need to wash away the bean, wash away
Ah,
the sticky part because the coffee is very sweet, has like a honey. You see the beans get stuck there with their own
ah,
honey. Uh-huh. We need to wash off that honey, and then we are going to dry the coffee. The drying process, it will depend a lot in the weather conditions. So because right
Ah,
now it's cloudy, it's not good. Okay, we want sun, and we want the coffee to dry fast.
so you
Uh,
dry them in the sun,
yes, I'm
not
going to
by
show you
using
how.
any sort of ovens or something. You dry them
No, no,
naturally.
everything is natural. Mhm. So, for example, here we have a very small example of how we dry the coffee. So this is like a bed with a net underneath, you see? And the sun should be falling on the beans, okay? When the beans are wet, our job is to go spread the beans, move it around, make sure they are drying fast. Uh-huh. And this is the drying process. This is a very small example that we have. This is just for the online experience. Obviously,
Yes.
we have many beds, but this is how the coffee will dry. And then we're still going to peel the coffee. Coffee has another coat until it's green. And in this is green stage, this is how we are going to roast it.
So it takes a series of processes. And speaking about the amount of coffee beans that you pick, I have the results from the audience. 67% said 100 kilograms that you
Uh-huh.
can pick a day, that a picker can pick a day, and 33% said 75%. So what would be the right answer?
The answer is 100 kilos per day.
Wow, 100
Yes.
kilos. Okay,
Yes, so this is because in
hours.
the US they drink a lot of coffee. So so we need to export a lot of coffee, so pick a lot of cherries.
Exactly. So, how long would the whole process take from the picking of the beans until we can drink a coffee?
Whoa, okay, could take like a month, Veronica. Mhm.
Oh,
Because when we pick, then we dry. As I say, depending on the weather conditions, if it's sunny, then the coffee dries very fast. We other processes as well. Sometimes we dry them with the whole cherry or with the honey, so it takes a longer time, and we do this naturally. Some other places they do dry, as you mentioned, Veronica, with like a hair dryer or like an oven, but we don't believe in that because the bean is going to absorb all the flavor of the cherry or the honey while it's drying. And then we need to
okay.
peel it to get to green stage, and then we need to take it to the roaster. And the roaster, you need to make time, they need to have an appointment, and then it's ready.
Okay. Oh, there's Lupita, our star, to close the show because she's the star. She knows we are reaching the end and she wants to say goodbye. So, well, I
Thank you.
will
Thank you so much,
congratulate both.
Veronica.
I will thank both of you. Beautiful. Well, Lupita and Elizabeth, thank you so much for showing us your ranch and for telling us everything about the coffee production process. And I hope you continue to be an example of a woman who has been successful in a field where mostly men work. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you, Veronica. Thanks,
thank you very much.
everybody. I hope after today you can have another perspective to coffee that is not just roast the coffee. You need to pick it, dry it, and we do it with a lot of love and also a lot of work. And
Yeah,
every
a lot of
morning,
work,
then,
a lot of women's work in her organic farm. We can say that,
yes,
right?
in the
Okay,
morning when you wake up, remember Colombia, okay?
always.
When you
Thank you
having your
very
coffee.
much. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. And happy Women's History Month to you, to our female colleagues and audiences. And now for the viewers at home, are you interested in more of these experiences? Please visit teams.withlocals.com to learn more about our interactive experiences that are tailored to keep employees connected and engaged. For now, have a nice weekend and see you next week on Friday in another happy hour. Bye.